Hi everybody and welcome back to Gabriel Night 3. This time we're going to Tour Magdala.
Yay, spooky castle time.
It's not really a castle, it's just a tower. Yeah, it's basically just a house with a tower in it. But it's surprisingly close if you just go...
That must be the Tour Magdala the signs were pointing out.
Yeah, yes, exactly, Grace. Nice job reading.
This must have been Sonier's library.
Yeah, so, oh man, I let this one play out way too long just to see Grace's walk animation there.
Wonder who that is.
I don't blame her. I'll be walking up those stairs slowly too, but with the lack of safety rails and everything.
Yep. But it's like it's surprisingly like close.
Excuse me.
How close it is. The whole the recreations of all these places.
Bonjour.
This place is open to the public, isn't it?
Of course, I was just taking my morning walk. The bird watching in this area is superb.
Oh? Yeah, the scenery's not bad either. Are you with
Yeah,
the
that
tour group?
pixelated scenery is not bad either.
I'm Abbé Arnaud, curator of the church. And yourself, mademoiselle?
Oh, I'm with the tour. That is, I will be after this morning. We're taking a tour.
I think
of
that
the
might be
valley.
just a bug, but Grace seems to have flesh-colored little ear jewelry.
Car is a miserable beast.
Well,
That's some pretty morbid jewelry.
If you want to go with us, she's the tour group leader.
Ah, Miss Butane, of course. Yes, I believe she would make room for me. Thank you for the suggestion, Miss...
Nakamura.
Yes, thank you, Miss Nakimura. I hope to see you later.
And there's also the mysterious
Now, why would Prince James's men think he took the baby?
the mysterious
That's an
statuette.
interesting structure. It almost looks like a, I don't know what the heck it looks like.
I mean, that's a actual thing that's at top of Tour Magdala, and nobody really does know what it means. It looks like the sort of thing that would be a puzzle in the game, but you never actually do anything with it.
The museum is closed.
Oh yeah, now it's just kind of going around the town. Okay, here I'm going into the church to get the pamphlet. Because I'm not sure if we looked at them, but Gabriel comments that they were in French. And if you asked Arnaud, he would say that English ones were coming soon, and now Grace has one. Oh, here we look at some of the statues in the...
It's Mary Magdalene, patron saint of the church.
I wonder...
Saint Anthony the Hermit.
no, that's not the one. But,
Hey ho, Anthony the
Germaine is
Hermit
a
here.
local saint from Pibroch, France. Her stepmother starved her, beat her, and forced her to live with the sheep. Despite this cruelty, Germaine remained loving and prayerful. The statue depicts an incident in which Germaine was caught by her stepmother smuggling something in her apron. The mother grabbed at the apron and found it contained flowers, though it was the dead of winter. Germaine claimed they were from God. She is the patron saint of abused children and poverty.
And there was one of the... Oh, there's the one, but I can't read the sign. Oh, here's the Dennis
The
Rodman.
devil in the church draws as much attention as all the other elements combined. What was the Abbé Sonier's purpose? Some have linked the devil to the demon Asmodeus, others to the Cathar idea of Rex Mundi, king of the world. Some link him to the armchair of the devil nearby, still others to Satan himself, as the sign above proclaims,
We'll actually see the
"By
armchair
this
of the
sign
devil. It's
shall you
an actual
conquer him."
landmark in Rennes-le-Château.
Sounds welcoming.
I don't think that would accomplish anything. The pamphlet says it means, "By this sign shall you win him or it." Wonder if it could be referring to the treasure.
Yeah, that one saint thing, we never looked at it as Grace, but
Those
we
angels'
will look at...
gestures
We did. I think I did look at it as Gabriel when we were talking
see if I
over
can
it,
figure it out.
because he's kind of exposing his leg a little bit. Gabriel says he must be the patron saint of
It's a tilted
Gillette.
square.
Yeah. Nice legs. Yeah, that's what nice legs. He must be the patron saint of Gillette. Alright, now we're going off to the tour. And I think this was after this episode I turned off the gliding
That's
camera.
Emilio Baza. I met him briefly last night.
Because during the
Gabriel
tour,
thinks
it actually started to get a little
He looks
distracting.
harmless to me. Looks like he's enjoying the sun. I'll wait and talk to him on the tour this morning.
And now I think we've done everything, and so we are ready to start the tour.
It is time to start. Follow me, s'il vous plaît.
Excuse me.
This is one of my favorite shirts that Mose wears in the game. Is this green mess? Oh yeah, and here's another real landmark: is Poussin's tomb. It's not the tomb where Poussin was buried, but it's a tomb
Can
that
everyone
Poussin
see?
painted.
Oui? Good. The tomb and the hill across the road are believed to be the models for the tomb in a painting by Nicolas Poussin. This painting, Les Bergères d'Arcadie, is a key element in the mystery of Rennes-le-Château. It is said to be one of 3 paintings that Saunière had copied from the Louvre after his discovery of the parchments. The other 2 paintings were a painting of a pope, which has since been lost, and a
Yeah, those
David
parchments
Tenière
were the thing
painting
that
of Saint Anthony.
Saunière used to blackmail the church and get all the
Unfortunately,
money.
Tenière did several Saint Anthony paintings, and it is unclear which one drew Saunière's eye.
What's
Poussin
that guy suspiciously
painted
doing in
Les
the background?
Bergères in 1640. He may well have known about the local mystery, for he was born in nearby Gisors and was involved with occult and anti-monarchy elements. Several authors have theorized that there are hidden messages in these 3 paintings. If Poussin's painting has a hidden message, could its resemblance to this exact location...
I love how you can see the
message?
seam on
And
Mosley's
finally,
shirt
how
too.
does the phrase "et in Arcadia et go" tie into the mystery? These words are written on the tomb in Poussin's painting. They translate roughly as "and in Arcadia I..." Arcadia was a pastoral paradise represented in art and music of the 17th century. Because the words are written on a tomb, the phrase is commonly
We
thought
do have to
mean
analyze that painting
there
later, and we have to find out what that
exists
phrase
even in
means,
paradise.
actually.
And yet, yes, the way it is worded is not the complete thought, or even proper Latin. So what does the phrase mean? Perhaps only Poussin himself and Saunière knew the answer. Look around and take some pictures if you like. We leave in a few minutes.
Alright, this is something Grace has a sketch pad, and we get to use it a couple of times. Not as much as Gabe's notebook, but it's also important.
I knew he was up to something.
And this is the annoying part, because you don't really get to talk to anybody on this at this location.
Either he's really into math or he got interrupted.
That doesn't say.
Amelia
Some
wrote
says
something in the dirt.
Wuns. WNS. Wuns.
Well, actually, if you go
Amelia
here
wrote
as
some.
Gabe and you look at the text, he says, somebody wrote wuss. Must have been looking at Mosley at the time. You can't really do anything to make this go faster.
No thanks. I'll wait until his tongue is inside his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, Mose is the only one you can talk to, and he doesn't say anything important.
Hey, Mose.
Hey, Grace. Fun times, huh?
Sure. Great.
I suppose it's enough to give you enough time to realize to whip out your
He looks preoccupied.
notepad, but
I met him last night. His name's Emilio Baza. He's, doodling or something.
alright, and now we're at Blanchefort.
This hill is known as Roc Blanc, or White Rock. Here at the top are the ruins of Château de Blanchefort. The Blancheforts were an important family of local nobles. Their name ties into the history of the Templars and the Cathars and into the mystery of Rennes-le-Château itself. The chateau that stood here was in Templar hands from 1132 to 1180. The ruins provide a wonderful view of the valley and have figured into several of the geometry-related theories about the Rennes treasure.
Indeed.
We will stop here for a few moments. Please
All right,
take
this is a
advantage
good.
of the view.
This is
From
a
here,
much
one
better
can see
location because here we
Montauban,
actually get to
Rhin
talk
in
to a
the
lot of
distance,
characters and we
the
find out a
whole
lot of
valley.
stuff. But now we have to wait for them to disperse awkwardly.
Quick, let's take a few steps back and pretend
The
we're doing
Italian
something
still looks
interesting.
bored. How could anyone be bored with this scenery? He's bird watching.
Looks like
You've been
looks
avoiding
like
me, don't you?
Wilkes is bird watching too.
You got an idea about lunch.
I doubt it.
I'm telling you, you're gonna be impressed, see? I got this really big tamper.
Monsieur Weeks, I realize you are on vacation, but I am not part of the package, n'est-ce pas?
But... Oh...
You know what's really funny? I don't know if you noticed, but Adeline actually blew out a smoke ring before she had lit the cigarette.
You must have one of those e-cigarettes.
Yeah.
Feet in the water. Do you see? Yes, I do see. Oh, it's so imposing. It must be the presence. And Blanchefort must be what is meant by the windows of the ruined house. Of course. How marvellous. And what about the red serpent?
Red serpent? Did you say red serpent?
No. No. We weren't talking about a red serpent.
No, we weren't
Not
talking
at
about
all.
you.
I said supplant. I was talking about, yes, Sir Ed Plant. He's a friend of ours.
Don't be ridiculous. You were talking
Sir
about
Ed
Le
Plant.
Serpent Rouge.
Sir Eggplant.
Is that a copy?
Right. Who's got a copy of Le Serpent Rouge?
There is no such document.
How would you know, Vittorio?
Really?
Did you
Estelle
notice how
has no
Abbe
such
does not
thing.
give a
Where
fuck
did you get it?
in the
I
background?
heard there was only a couple of copies.
No, look, perhaps I did say red serpent, but we were merely discussing the document. We don't have it. Well, for heaven's sake, are you going to search the poor woman?
Maybe we should. Right, Madeline?
Back off, Wilkes. I was only curious.
Alright, so that's the Red Serpent, Le Serpent Rouge, which is actually a really big part of this game, especially once we really get down and dirty with Grace's parts in this game. So, first, I'm gonna go and talk to all these other guys about it. Because actually, Grace doesn't give out a lot of info on it. I mean, the girls don't give out the ladies don't give out a lot of information.
Say, do you know anything about Le Serpent Rouge?
Yes, it is an interesting piece. Or so I've heard. Lovely day, isn't it?
He's better at being extra evasive.
There he goes with those binocs again.
I get the feeling he's looking for Freemasons.
Ah, Signora Bukele, hello. Great view, huh?
Yes, my child. Very pretty.
Have you heard of Le Serpent Rouge before, Signora Bukele?
Oh, Miss Nakimura. Le Serpent Rouge is a fiction, like most of the riddles
Yeah,
and
look at
so-called parchments
Bukele's
surrounding
beard. Like,
Rennes
it
Chateau.
actually moves when
You
his
know,
mouth moves.
I
Like,
wouldn't pollute my head with it.
that even more so
The Italians
makes
still
me pay
look bored.
attention to like Chester's beard and how it doesn't move.
Hello, Madeline.
Hello, Miss Nakamura.
You can call me Grace.
Interesting
lecture.
Thank you.
You gotta give
So
points to
you are
Grace,
the
like
tour
how
guide,
much
right?
she's like controlling her anger here.
Rouge?
It's a
Compared to the
pamphlet
first game where we
And
remember
it's hard
at the
to
very
find a
start
copy,
where she
I take
really
it.
like
That is
wailed
right.
at
It
Gerda
was
at the
deposited
start.
into the Bibliothèque Nationale
To
in
be fair,
Paris.
she has had a lot of
According to
patience with
French law,
Gabriel.
every written
Oh, yeah.
document
Well,
must be deposited.
Or
But
practice,
then it
sorry. not
disappeared.
patience.
The rumor is that the authors who wrote the riddle died mysteriously.
Oh yeah, well we talked over exactly. She just explained what the Le Serpent Rouge is. It's a riddle, and we have to solve it at some point in the
He's
game.
really got that beefcake thing down, doesn't he? Fortunately, I'm a vegetarian. Good morning, Mr. Wilkes.
Call me John, love. You're here with that American, aren't you?
Yeah, it's Nakamura, by the way. Ms.
Right, missy. I got you.
Mr. Wilkes, you seem to know something about this Les Serpents Rouge thing.
Fair dinkum, love. It's some pamphlet.
Fair
Supposed to have
dinkum.
clues about the treasure in it.
You don't seem to be too interested in it.
Ah, there are all kind of red herrings in this thing. Lots of bullshit, pardon my French. Me, I already got it all figured. So I don't give a toss.
You have it all figured out. You know where the treasure is, then.
Just watch and learn, girlie. Watch and learn.
Alright, and this is completely optional. We can flirt
You
with
know, I'm not
Wilkes.
exactly with Mr. Knight.
Ah, it's like that, is it?
That's right. I've heard you have some interesting equipment.
You bet, doll. You know, I've never had me an Asian girl before.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
Maybe we should get together later. You can show me.
Sure. You bet. Later.
She's really holding it in now.
Yeah, and she walks away and goes, ugh.
Those two are definitely up to something. Good morning, ladies.
Grace, isn't it? Look, Estelle, isn't she just as cute as a button?
She is. Yes.
Of course, she's with that Knight fellow. He's obviously the worst sort of man.
Lily, don't upset the poor girl.
Oh, don't worry about me. Ugh, worst sort. I could not agree with you more. So, are you enjoying the tour?
Oh, yes.
I overheard you with Madeline. What is the Les Serpents Rouge?
No offense, dear, but I couldn't bear to speak on the subject another moment. Such brass that French hussy has. I knew she'd upset you. People are just out to rob you, steal you blind. It's a brutal business. You're not trying to have your way with us, are you, dear?
Me? Oh, of course not.
I just love Lady Howard. She's such a brilliant character. And I also love the fact that she says, people are just out to rob you, steal you blind. And I love the fact that she's wearing shades as she says that too. So,
Well, was there any other
So,
Gabriel
you
Knight
spent
games
some time
after
with
this?
Hell yesterday.
no, there haven't because Sierra's like game development completely folded after this game came out. Because there was the whole
That's a sh-
the whole FBI scandal.
I wouldn't.
Jane Jensen,
You know, Gabe.
she's been maybe planning in the future to make a crowdfunded game. I don't think that she's ever actually started a Kickstarter or anything. She authored a comic, which I read, which is supposed to pick up after the events of this game.
Really?
I read it. I wasn't really a fan of it, and it just kind of suggests that what the game could possibly be about. But there is something kind of funny about it because it actually references.
Something about moving
We see a character from the second game make a sort of comeback in it.
No, that was a cabaret, Mose. And a painting by...
It's a shame. I would have liked to see Lady Howard appear, like even as a cameo, if there was another game after this.
How did you get into the Rennes Chateau mystery anyway? I never heard
The
of it.
bolsterous British ladies are kind of
Just kind of jumped up and bit me.
a reoccurring theme in the Broken Sword series because there's the late.
So, you never told me what you thought about the treasure.
As a matter of fact, I do have a.
There's Lady Piermont who
Oh, yeah?
appears in the first and fifth
I have
Gabriel,
some
not
really
Gabriel, but
insightful,
Broken Sword games,
but
and then
maybe
her
sure.
niece actually appears in the third
Nothing
game.
final, that is. Say, why don't we have dinner tonight? Just, you and me. We could, talk about it.
What about Gabriel?
Gabe's not into the treasure thing.
Oh, okay. It's probably best not to talk around the others anyway.
Right.
Mo still has a bit of a flame for Grace, in case you haven't noticed. It was already
Oh,
there.
see,
Yeah, it was already.
Okay,
Yep.
I thought that was the end of the episode for a second there.
No, I did. I did that save
It's a
for
nice
some other
view, isn't
reason.
it, Mr. Baza?
But it is going to be the end of the episode.
Lovely, yes.
Have you been in this area before?
But we're going to actually
No,
see a
I
cutscene
haven't
before.
dared make such a long trip.
Even he's
What
beard
about
moves.
yourself?
No, it's my first time in France.
Ah,
Now we're going to ask about the.
Say, do you know anything about Le Serpent Rouge?
yes, I have seen this document.
Really? Do you have a copy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you.
All right, and now we're going to get a little cutscene.
What you thinking about?
Just wondering what Gabriel's up to.
Oh.
This is one of the more creepier cutscenes in the game.
Don't you want to live forever?
Hey, it's the poem.
What?
As I say, it's the poem come to life.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think... No, yeah. Alright, so next time we'll be playing as Gabe. Any last words?
Nope, same as always.
Alright,
Wait,
see you on the
is his
next
shirt
one.
yellowing?
Alright, bye.
Is his shirt yellowing there?